I'm joined by someone who's just gone on to conquer one of the toughest industries in the world. He's gone on to smash it in Hollywood. He starred in blockbusters, critically acclaimed films, and it all began in Whitmore High School in Harrow. In front of me right now, it's Dev Patel!
Thanks for having me, man.
Hey, thank you for being there, Jeff. Thank you. Listen, the film, The Man in New Infinity, is incredible. We've seen it, right? So it's a pleasure to have you here.
Thank you, man.
Having just seen you a couple of nights ago. No, it's great. But you're going to do a whole lot of press today.
Yeah.
Okay. But this is the one Asian station I imagine you're going to do today, right?
First up in the morning,
First in the morning, we're bringing you back to your roots. So if you want to do a little Gemcho,
Majama.
There you go. Because you can't do that. You can't do that on Radio 1 and Radio 2. They'll be freaked out.
Not at all.
They're like, what's he doing? Loving the beard look,
disrupting auntie's prayers through the nation.
Yeah, exactly.
Right now.
And I'm loving the Dadi.
I know, it's intense. I'm actually playing a Sikh man in my next movie.
This isn't the Nicole Kidman one.
That's done, and that's actually why I had to grow this, but now I'm keeping it, and it will be back with a vengeance for the next film.
Oh, man, look at you.
Yeah.
Is there no end? So there's no gap in between films?
Well, there is a gap. This one is actually about the siege that happened at the Daj.
Right.
And so, it's very serious subject matter. And I'm playing one hotel staff.
You don't exactly do like much light-hearted stuff. It's not like
dude, I did Marigold Hotel.
Yeah,
so.
I suppose. Yeah. No, so
I started off with a show called Skins, which was pretty. I wouldn't say it was light, but it's not one to watch with the parents.
No,
we'll talk about this early in the morning. Anyway.
No, exactly. But then listen, your career just seems to kind of get stronger and stronger, and this film is great. I'll say this film, The Man in New Infinity, is a great kind of film where we get behind you. We feel this struggle. We feel another underdog story.
Yeah.
You up against the system. How much did you have to kind of go and do your homework into Ramanujan and all that kind of stuff to really understand what this guy was about? What was a prep like for a role like this?
It was a fair bit of prep for this role, actually. The real Ramanujan looks very different to who I am physically. So the idea was to capture the essence of this man's struggle. Something that I could relate to slightly, but actually we live in a much more privileged England now. This guy came, and was plucked from obscurity in the south of India. And it's a period film, which is another plus for me, because someone that looks like me doesn't get to play such a noble character. A man of such intelligence and esteem, Normally it would be like a slave or something like that. So to come and play such an iconic character, great Indian, was a big plus. But no, we spent a lot of time researching about this man. I couldn't really get my head around the complexity of the mathematics that he's talking about. But it's about a man from very humble origins that comes on and becomes one of the first fellows of Cambridge and Trinity. And he basically invented theorems that they used to quantize black holes, and in our mobile phones, he is a groundbreaker.
There's so many layers to the film, and I'm remembering things the more you talk, because then there's that you see, there's the war that's going on as well. Yeah. So you feel the timing of the film like that.
They use a campus as a hospital. They turned, the rooms in the fields into these makeshift tents where they would bring the wounded back,
And then there's the relationship, there's the mother's involvement.
Ramanujan's bird back in India.
Right, I didn't want to say that. Well, she's more than his bird. And it was quite sweet, actually.
He's turning in his grave.
Yeah, exactly. His bird back home. And, and even like, we're kind of excited.
It's Julie.
Yeah.
It's Janaki, actually.
Look at that. And you got the kind of love story. That could almost be a whole other story in itself. You know?
Yeah. And that was the thing, is he was a strict Brahmin, right? So he broke all caste and expectations.
Yeah.
And he wasn't allowed to cross the sea. And he did that for, to achieve greatness in a way. And he left behind this young child bride. He was a very poor man. So by the time he'd earned enough money to actually bring her to his home, he had to leave to go to England. And it was like many months on a ship before he arrived under the tutelage of Jeremy Irons.
So it's describing this film as a kind of the Bollywood term is sleeper hit, where it's kind of come from nowhere, and now it's getting on the radar of people, and it's kind of getting a lot of acclaim. How's that feel? Or did you know this is kind of something special?
I feel like the audience, like the people are so intelligent now, and they want stories from their culture. And for me, I look at myself as everyone asks me, like, are you sick and tired of being stereotyped and playing the Indian guy, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, no, that's absolute rubbish. I embrace my culture and part of my heritage. And I think, it's important to try and bridge those two worlds for people like me that grew up in London and bring forward heroes, new heroes or old ones like Ramanujan. But you know, the only person I really grew up, apart from the old Bollywood crowd, that I could look at as an Asian superhero is Bruce Lee.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
And he was the guy that was commanding the screen and was like full of testosterone and the leading man. So, you know, it's nice to kind of change that image of what a leading man should be.
And your build is more Bruce Lee than other Indians. You're more Bruce Lee than Govinda.
Bruce Lee.
Lean.
Am I? What?
Yeah.
Yeah, Ramanujan was doing some crunches and some squats in between.
I noticed. I thought, you know, like you had.
I'm a skinny sprout, man.
Are you know, this is not like some Hollywood diet that you got to go.
No, not at all, man.
Where's home right now? Where are you based?
Home is back and forward from here in LA.
Right.
Yeah.
So when you come to London, who do
I'm
you
at
with?
the Patel household, yeah.
Straight up?
Yeah.
Back to your old bedroom?
Back in my box room, man.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Single bed or double bed?
Single bed, man.
You got a single bed?
My head touches the wall, my feet, like I'm origamied into my bed. It's super, like, Hollywood superstar stuff.
So mum and dad, are there still posters up on the wall? What's your room like?
No poster. My room's like a shrine to Bruce Lee, actually.
So you're there punching into sand boxes, whatever you used to do.
Kill Bill, yeah.
And how is it seeing mum? And how is it seeing family?
Yeah, she's a real force of nature. So yeah, it's not.
What does that mean? In what way?
She's just the whole Arenas Lane comes over when I'm there. Like it's not like I can't quickly come in and say hi to the family and have dinner and.
So are you paraded? Are you paraded?
Not paraded, but
they all.
Yeah. She'll not just feed me; she'll feed like another 100 people.
Okay, so while you're here and you've got all this promotional stuff to do, you're then also got interviews with all the family as well.
Yeah, exactly. That's a bigger press tour than what Warner Brothers is making me do.
I love it. You sit there behind the table. Dev Patel.
Yeah, exactly.
What about this? What about that? Hey, listen, enjoy the run of it. We love your success and we love seeing you do what you do.
Thank you so much.
And the film's great. It is The Man Who Knew Infinity, which is out this weekend all across him. It's a great one. A great one, particularly anyone who's studying right now as well. I'm going to say this will give you inspiration. It really is. Dev Patel, everyone. Big round of applause. Thank you, sir. Thank you, man.